Income approach appraisal questions. Question 1. A transaction file for a cooperative unit raises an issue involving the current cost to create an exact duplicate using substantially the same design and materials. Which answer best resolves the classification? Option A, reproduction cost. Option B, cost approach. Option C, adjustment. Option D, income capitalization approach. The correct answer is option A, reproduction cost. Obsolete features may make the amount exceed the cost of a modern equivalent. Accrued depreciation must still be considered for an existing building. This estimate can be important for historic or architecturally distinctive improvements. Question 2. Which concept should a seller apply to facts involving the total loss in value from all causes affecting an improvement? Option A, physical deterioration. Option B, accrued depreciation. Option C, replacement cost. Option D, highest and best use. The correct answer is option B, accrued depreciation. The analysis concerns value loss rather than accounting depreciation for tax reporting. It is deducted from cost new in the cost approach. The amount includes physical deterioration, functional problems, and external influences. Question 3. Malik is studying a rule concerning an independent supported opinion of value developed through a recognized valuation process. Which term should be chosen? Option A, market value. Option B, capitalization rate. Option C, appraisal. Option D, adjustment. The correct answer is option C, appraisal. The assignment requires identification of the property rights, intended use, effective date, and relevant market data. The report should explain the reasoning and evidence supporting the conclusion. Licensing and professional standards govern who may provide regulated the formal valuation services.
Stressed about your property and casualty? We can take property and casualty for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 4. When a townhouse transaction involves the total income a property could produce at full occupancy and stated rent levels, which answer identifies the controlling concept? Option A, income capitalization approach. Option B, adjustment. Option C, market price. Option D, potential gross income. The correct answer is option D, potential gross income. Vacancy and collection losses must be deducted to reach a more realistic revenue measure. This amount assumes every rentable space is occupied and all scheduled rent is collected. Other recurring property income may then be added. Question 5. A practice question describes an increase in a lesser property's value due to the influence of superior neighboring properties. Which response is best? Option A, progression. Option B, substitution. Option C, accrued depreciation. Option D, contribution. The correct answer is option A, progression. Market perception can raise the value of a modest home located among more expensive homes. The opposite influence is commonly described when an expensive property is surrounded by inferior properties. The benefit reflects surrounding quality rather than a physical change to the subject. Question 6. During a marketing review, which principle is illustrated by a factor derived from comparable sales by dividing sale price by gross rent? Option A, accrued depreciation. Option B, gross rent multiplier. Option C, replacement cost. Option D, market value. The correct answer is option B, gross rent multiplier. Consistency in the rent period is essential when applying the factor. The multiplier provides a quick value indication when properties have similar expense relationships. It uses gross income and does not directly account for individual operating expenses. Question 7. Which answer states the concept associated with the actual amount paid in a specific transaction? Option A, external obsolescence. Option B, physical deterioration. Option C, market price. Option D, comparative market analysis. The correct answer is option C, market price. It can differ from a supported value opinion because of motivation, financing, or unusual circumstances. One sale should be interpreted in the context of the wider market. The figure records what one buyer and one seller agreed upon. Question 8. A landlord handling a waterfront parcel in Baltimore must identify a dollar or percentage change made to a comparable to reflect a difference from the subject. Which choice is correct? Option A, functional obsolescence. Option B, net operating income. Option C, comparative market analysis. Option D, adjustment. The correct answer is option D, adjustment. The process seeks to make each sale indication more comparable to the property being valued. If the comparable is superior, the comparison change is generally downward, while an inferior comparable is adjusted upward. The comparable is adjusted, not the subject property.
Are you looking for property and casualty actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access property and casualty study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get property and casualty answer key today.
Question 9. During a pre-listing meeting for a retail suite in Ocean City, Wendy needs to identify the rule described as the principle that a buyer will not pay more for a property than the cost of an equally desirable alternative. Which answer applies? Option A, substitution. Option B, highest and best use. Option C, adjustment. Option D, contribution. The correct answer is option A, substitution. Comparable opportunities place an upper limit on rational pricing. The principle supports all three major valuation approaches. Adequate time and informed decision-making are assumed. Question 10. A listing broker is reviewing a historic residence in Colombia. Which term describes loss in value caused by outdated design, layout, or building features? Option A, accrued depreciation. Option B, functional obsolescence. Option C, physical deterioration. Option D, substitution. The correct answer is option B, functional obsolescence. The condition can originate within the property even when the building is physically sound. An inefficient floor plan or inadequate utility can reduce market appeal. Some deficiencies are curable, while others cost more to correct than the value they add. Question 11. At a due diligence meeting, a Maryland exam candidate encounters the following description: the amount a property feature adds to or subtracts from overall value. Which concept is being tested? Option A, external obsolescence. Option B, comparative market analysis. Option C, contribution. Option D, highest and best use. The correct answer is option C, contribution. The cost of an improvement does not necessarily equal its market impact. This principle guides adjustment analysis and renovation decisions. Buyer preferences and local market expectations determine the feature's market impact. Question 12. Owen is assisting with a subdivision lot transaction in Gaithersburg. Which principle applies when the facts involve loss in value caused by influences outside the property boundaries? Option A, replacement cost. Option B, comparative market analysis. Option C, accrued depreciation. Option D, external obsolescence. The correct answer is option D, external obsolescence. Market comparison helps measure the effect on value. Nearby nuisances, adverse land uses, or economic decline can reduce demand. The owner usually has limited ability to cure the source. Question 13. Which answer most accurately identifies a broker's market-based estimate used to help a client make listing or offering decisions in a real estate transaction? Option A, comparative market analysis. Option B, potential gross income. Option C, functional obsolescence. Option D, replacement cost. The correct answer is option A, comparative market analysis. It is not a formal appraisal unless performed by a person acting within appraisal licensing authority. Its purpose is practical pricing guidance for a transaction. The analysis compares recent sales, active listings, and market conditions. Question 14. A question arising during buyer consultation concerns potential gross income adjusted for vacancy and collection loss plus other property income. Which choice gives the best classification? Option A, contribution. Option B, effective gross income. Option C, accrued depreciation. Option D, potential gross income. The correct answer is option B, effective gross income. Operating expenses are deducted afterward to determine property minus level income. It recognizes that not every unit will remain occupied and every charge will be collected. The figure estimates revenue reasonably expected from normal operations. Question 15. While analyzing a condominium unit, Hector must apply the concept involving a valuation method converting expected income into an indication of value. Which answer should be selected? Option A, highest and best use. Option B, appraisal. Option C, income capitalization approach. Option D, potential gross income. The correct answer is option C, income capitalization approach. The analysis focuses on the property's ability to produce future benefits. Net operating income and an appropriate capitalization rate are central to direct capitalization. This method is commonly applied to investment property. Question 16. Which real estate term is defined by the most probable price a property should bring under typical conditions in an open and competitive market in the contract revision described? Option A, physical deterioration. Option B, reproduction cost. Option C, effective gross income. Option D, market value. The correct answer is option D, market value. It is an opinion based on market evidence rather than the amount one particular person happens to pay. The estimate assumes informed parties, reasonable exposure, and no unusual pressure to act. Financing terms and special concessions must be analyzed when they distort the transaction. Question 17. In a transaction involving a duplex, which rule controls when there is effective gross income minus operating expenses before debt service and income taxes? Option A, net operating income. Option B, comparative market analysis. Option C, substitution. Option D, conformity. The correct answer is option A, net operating income. This measure reflects property operations rather than the owner's financing choices. The result is used in income capitalization and investment analysis. Mortgage payments and depreciation deductions are not treated as operating expenses in the calculation. Question 18. An investor asks about a decrease in a superior property's value due to the influence of lower minus quality neighboring properties. Which answer provides the legally accurate concept? Option A, market value. Option B, regression. Option C, cost approach. Option D, physical deterioration. The correct answer is option B, regression. Location and neighborhood consistency therefore matter in valuation. A highly improved property may not command its full potential in a less desirable setting. The surrounding market limits the return on overimprovement. Stressed about your Maryland real estate? We can take Maryland real estate for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 19. Nora encounters the relationship between net operating income and value expressed as a percentage during an offer review. Which principle should guide the analysis? Option A, effective gross income. Option B, potential gross income. Option C, capitalization rate. Option D, progression. The correct answer is option C, capitalization rate. Higher perceived risk commonly corresponds with a higher required rate and a lower value, all else equal. The rate should reflect market expectations for comparable investments. Dividing stabilized net operating income by this rate produces a direct capitalization value estimate. Question 20. Which choice best matches the description? The principle that value is supported when a property is reasonably consistent with surrounding properties. Option A, regression. Option B, substitution. Option C, capitalization rate. Option D, conformity. The correct answer is option D, conformity. Complete uniformity is not required, but severe incompatibility can reduce value. Overimprovement may not return its full cost when it exceeds neighborhood expectations. Similarity in use, size, quality, and style can improve market acceptance. Question 21. During review of a single-family home in Annapolis, the parties discuss the legally permissible, physically possible, financially feasible use that produces maximum value. Which term applies? Option A, highest and best use. Option B, comparative market analysis. Option C, replacement cost. Option D, sales comparison approach. The correct answer is option A, highest and best use. The analysis tests potential uses in a logical sequence. The conclusion may differ from the property's current use when another use is reasonably probable. Land is considered as vacant and the improved property is also considered as currently developed. Question 22. An exam scenario presents a valuation method combining land value with the depreciated cost of improvements. Which answer is most accurate? Option A, functional obsolescence. Option B, cost approach. Option C, conformity. Option D, sales comparison approach. The correct answer is option B, cost approach. Land is valued separately because it is not depreciated in the same manner as buildings. The analyst estimates replacement or reproduction cost and subtracts accrued depreciation. The method is useful for newer or special purpose improvements with limited sales data. Question 23. A licensee preparing for a due diligence meeting must recognize the current cost to construct a building with equivalent utility using modern materials and standards. Which concept does this describe? Option A, accrued depreciation. Option B, highest and best use. Option C, replacement cost. Option D, progression. The correct answer is option C, replacement cost. The estimate does not require an exact duplicate of the existing structure. Depreciation is subtracted when the method is used to value an existing improvement. It is often more practical than reproducing outdated design or craftsmanship. Question 24. Which answer correctly classifies a situation involving a valuation method comparing the subject with recently sold similar properties? Option A, market value. Option B, reproduction cost. Option C, effective gross income. Option D, sales comparison approach. The correct answer is option D, sales comparison approach. This method is especially useful when many similar properties have sold. Comparable sales are adjusted for meaningful differences in features, location, condition, and transaction terms. The adjusted evidence indicates how the market values the subject. Question 25. At a property management audit in Frederick, Yasmin explains loss in value caused by wear, damage, age, or deferred maintenance. Which real estate principle is involved? Option A, physical deterioration. Option B, adjustment. Option C, market price. Option D, cost approach. The correct answer is option A, physical deterioration. Structural wear and short-lived component failure are common examples. It is distinct from design problems and outside economic influences. The condition may be curable when repair cost is economically justified.